We're A-Game, a 100% Black-owned company with an all-natural product and world-class customer service. We're headquartered in California, and we manufacture, package, and ship right here in the United States. We ship to more than 125 distributors worldwide. Normal processing is 2 to 3 days, and we employ virtual tracking until our product is received. So, no matter where you are in the world, here we come, and we're bringing your A-game.
Hey all my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel, where we embrace our femininity, increase our womanly values, and celebrate our brothers. So join me on our feminine journey to learn, heal, and grow. Hey, how we doing, everybody? How's everybody doing? I hope everybody's doing okay. I really do hope so. I hope everybody's doing fine. Thank you, Latif. Assalamu alaikum for the $10. I really appreciate. Last day of spring break. Oh, okay. This is going to be a good show. Hey, Miss Tamika. Hey, Taisha. Shanna, everybody. I know I'm not good at going down the line, but everybody. Hope everybody is well. Jumwa Kareem, we need to have a little bit of talk. You know, lately I've been trying to have my Fridays not be so severe, right? Not be so incredibly severe. Let me make sure I got my sound down here. Because we need to have a talk. And we're going to talk about the high cost of healing. We're going to talk about the reality of the crabs in a barrel. And this is a talk nobody likes to have. This is the part of healing. Because we don't like to talk about healing. Let's get on that. Let's get on that first. Black people don't like to talk about healing. Almost to the point where I'm skeptical of putting the word heal in my title. Because when black people hear that, they think, oh no, it's not going to be any drama. It's not going to be any drama. So no need to click on that. Because I want to watch drama and chaos. But we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about crabs in a barrel. We're going to talk about the actual cost. And when I say healing... Thank you, Norin. Thank you so much. And thank you to the person who sent me a PayPal earlier. If you're watching, thank you. There is a price to pay for leaving the lost value system. There is a price. We will not get out of it unscathed. There is a price for the lost value system, for leaving it. Most of us were born into it. That's all we've known. That's all the people around us have known. There is a cost to healing. And many times the cost is high and people do not want to pay it. They do not want to pay it. It is too high. Go-go is hitting it right on the head. You lose people when you come out of the lost value system. We're going to get into it today. Some people you figure you're going to lose. You can look at your circle of friends and family and people you deal with, and you can kind of point out offhand, if I start healing and changing, these people going to go away. But it be the ones that blindside you that you didn't expect. Them the ones that hurt your heart. Them the ones hurt your heart. Those are the ones that hurt your heart. You never escape the lost value system unscathed or without consequence. There are consequences to healing. See, when we talk about healing, we always talk about the sunshine, lollipops, and rainbow. See, but it's like that at the end. It's like that at the end. But it's not like that going through it. Thank you, pound for pound. It's not like that going through. It's not sunshine and lollipops as you go through the process of leaving the lost value system. And I think, and this is just my personal opinion, I think that this process is scarier to women than it is to men. And the only reason that I have that opinion is because women don't like to leave areas of comfort. We don't like to leave what we have come to know as our support systems. That becomes very scary to us. Men, I think, have a little bit, especially once they done made up their mind that they're going to do something. I think men have a little bit more gusto in saying, okay, I can go it alone. I'll go it alone. Thank you, more freedom, please. I'll go it alone. Not to say that they are not affected or don't hurt when things happen. That's not what I'm saying. But I am saying that I think men have a little bit more in that area. You know, I'll do it by myself. Yeah, I'll go. Women, we don't like that. We don't like that at all. We like our support systems. We like our comfort zones. We like it because that's part of our nature to want security in whatever form we think that security come in. Because see, what you're doing is you're paying a toll to leave the lost value system, aka the American dream. See, the American dream and the lost value system are the same thing. They're one and the same. It's the exact same thing. And this is why black people, this is why we say crabs in a barrel. Because the crabs in the barrel that are pulling you back in the barrel don't know nothing but that barrel. And they'll yank your leg off. And for those of us who are healing, we got to be all right with that leg. We got to be all right with that leg being yanked off. We got to be all right. This is why the 10 life values starts as spirituality. We're going to get into it. You live in a world of people that are running and existing almost completely inside of the lost value system, aka the American dream, aka the American nightmare. Okay? To change yourself, to leave the lost value system, aka the American dream, after realizing it's all a nightmare, means rejection of you from places and people that you expect, and some you don't. Some you don't. It's some places you would wait a minute. Y'all, wait, hold on. Y'all don't like the change. They don't like the change. Don't like the change. Thank you to Renzo. Said we're living life like going through a gauntlet, because we are. But so many people don't realize we didn't build the gauntlet and we can go around it versus be trapped by it. Exactly. But see, to get out of the gauntlet is the cost. And that's what I'm talking about. Getting out of it. Ain't no such thing as ain't no cost. It's a high price, as a matter of fact. The first thing to understand, okay, here you are, an individual that has run up on the 10 life values. Here you are, an individual that is coming to the realization that the way you've been living, how you've been living, what's been going on around you, what you've been involved in, the way that you think, the way that you move, the way you behave, the way that you regard others, the way that you do others, has been wrong. See, the discovery that, sometimes you were the villain in the story. Sometimes you were the villain in the story. You wasn't always right. A lot of times you wasn't. So here you are, a person that ran up on the 10 life values, and you say, yes, this is what I've got to do. This is what I've got to do. This is how I change my life. I am not happy with who I am, what I do, where I am, my situation, or none of that. So I have to evolve now. Now I have to evolve. Someone done brought the 10 life values to me, and I am speaking this out of experience. The 10 life values was brought to me by Father's Time. These are his concepts. I didn't make this up. And I don't take responsibility or credit for other people's work. You realize there's a veil there that you need to pierce. The piercing of that veil, the evolution, is going to be difficult, but you never know how difficult until you start going through it. I need 200 likes. Bam, 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 bam. You gotta hit the like button. Bam, bam. You gotta come on. Because this is what we need. So now that you are at that point, I need y'all to realize something before you get too far into it. I know y'all ask about the charts. Once my book is released this year, the charts, most of these charts are going to be in it. So if you buy the book, you get the chart. Thank you, Mr. Vincenzo. So just because I believe in you and a greater good, thank you so much. Thank you for that. So now that you're at that point of recognizing and understanding that you need to now embark upon your evolution, your healing. It's been long enough that you have been sitting here broken. It's been long enough that you have not seen to the traumas and the problems in your life. It's long enough. Long enough. You've had enough of your own self. You are now prepared to take the mirror and look into it. You are now prepared to do that. I need you to understand something real quick, because it's going to start happening almost immediately. You're going to lose people. You're going to lose people. There is no category of person that is exempt from this. You will lose people. This can be anybody in your life, a family member, friends, co-workers, childhood friends, sometimes spouses. Sometimes you lose your children. Sometimes you lose your parents. Sometimes you lose your siblings. You're gonna lose people. See, this is where all them sayings come from. Crab in a barrel. Everybody ain't gonna be saved. Everybody can't come with you. That's what that means. The reality of that hits you in your face as soon as you begin the healing process. Thank you, Miss Lou Casey. Thank you so much, sweetheart. Soon as you begin the healing process, people start dropping. But see, it would be okay if people went quietly. Most of them don't. Thank you, Andre. No category of person is exempt from this, and it's gonna hurt you. It's going to hurt you in the pit of your soul for some of them people. Some of them people you're not gonna care. Some of them people you figure was fair weather anyway. Just wanted something from you anyway. Thank you, pound for pound. Say, go ahead and cook. I'm ready to get. All right, here we go. Because as you begin to heal, as you continue to look in the mirror, things become clearer for you about you and about them. And best believe the people around you will feel the energetic shift. They'll feel it. Let me get on into why you lose these people. Thank you again. Oh, thank you so much, Miss C. Said that's the scary part, hoping that others will see the change and be inspired, but not sure if they will or not. But the healing is for you, and it has to happen. Exactly. Yes, exactly. Thank you, Hank. Said hello, Christmas. Sorry, late for class. No problem. Some people go quietly. Because listen, let me tell you something. When everybody in the lost value system, you don't really connect all that well. You trauma bond with folk. I need 200 likes. You trauma bond with people. You bond over BS and foolishness. You bond over your hurt and your pain. You bond over being lost together. You bond over being negative together. You're bonding in your foolishness with other people. Because see, sometimes people like you because you're toxic. That's the part they don't tell you about them crabs that's trying to pull you down back into that barrel. Sometimes people only like you because you're toxic with them. They toxic and they found a friend in you. Because you was toxic too when they met you. And they liked it. They liked the conversations that you used to have. They like all of the foolishness you used to engage in, whether you was engaging in it with them or not with them. Folks like you because you negative. Folks like you because you toxic. Folks like you because you TTG. You trained to go. You ready to cuss somebody out. You ready to fight. You ready to turn up. You ready to do this and you ready to do that. Folks like that. Folks like that because they resonate with it. That low vibration. And you vibrate low too. Because see, one thing about the lost value system, everybody that's in it think they not in it. Everybody that's in it think they not in it. Everybody that's in the lost value system think that they playing it cool. They think they not the villain in the story and y'all the villain in the story. They like you. See, they like that conversation because, see, what happens is everybody that's in the lost value system, when y'all all in it together, I see parts of me and you and me, and I see my dysfunction reflected in you, and it makes me feel better about it. Maybe I'm not so bad, or I'm better than you. Because you more dysfunctional than me. And if you more dysfunctional than me, well, I ain't that bad. Thank you once again, Norman. If you more dysfunctional than me, then maybe I ain't that bad. The loss of people is the first big test of your resolve to change. It's the first hurdle. It will continue to be a hurdle until you are done. And like I said, it's some folks, you figure once I start doing something else, these people are going to go away because they were fair weather anyhow. They was only with me to get something out of me, or they was only with me or they was only talking to me for XYZ reason. So I know once I change directions, they're not going to go. They ain't going. It's the ones that sit back and watch and then hate. What are they hating on? What are they really hating on, and what are they really mad at? That's the question you got to think about. What are they hating on, and what are they mad at? They mad. Okay. Let me go back for a moment to calling the lost value system the American dream. Let's go back to that. We are products within the lost value system. We, human beings, are products. And as it pertains to our relation to the institutions. You with me so far? In the lost value system, we, people, me and you, we are viewed as nothing more than products as we relate to the institution. We understand that part. But the part that we miss is that since all of us are in the lost value system together, we're products to each other too, not people. So they get mad when they can't utilize you and use you no more for whatever they was using you for. See, you might not know why they was using you. You might not know what they were getting from you energetically. You might not understand what they were getting out of you, what they were extracting from you. And they recognize that once you start changing and getting better, they're not going to be able to extract it from you no more. So now here they go, get mad with you. Now they mad at you. And they be low down mad at you too. They be mad. Let's hit this commercial break and we will be back to break down the high cost of healing.
Okay, we're downloading A Game's formula.
3, 2, 1.
He be getting it, don't he? Y'all still can't tell me. That's Here's how they get mad with you. See, most people, after they realize that they're going to start losing people, most people stop their healing process right there. They don't go no further. They don't go no further because now it gets scared. Now they scary. Most people can't continue to move on and lose people. Because this is what happens. They get guilted into not changing. You different. You moving different. You phony. You fake. What's with you? What now, you think you better than somebody? Well, I mean, you don't remember? You was right down here with me just a minute ago. Now all of a sudden you can't have this conversation when you can have this conversation 2 weeks ago? Yeah. See, it's some people you can't, listen, you can't even have the same conversation anymore. The kind of conversation I was having with you, I could only have that conversation when I was broken. I can't have that conversation now. The way me and you used to rip and run, I can't rip and run like that no more. Yeah, you ain't nobody. You brand new. Oh, now you brand new. I'm trying to be the person that I would have been without all the trauma and foolishness. That's what I'm trying to be. I'm trying to turn into that individual. Is that okay? Is that okay with you? If I don't be a toxic individual? See, they only like you when you're toxic because you serve a need for them. How dare you change? How dare you now set a standard for yourself? How dare you now set a boundary for me? How dare you look in the mirror and decide I need to change some stuff because I'm not completely satisfied with what's going on in this mirror? Hey, Dane. We are products to each other as long as all of us are in the lost value system together. So therefore, we don't see each other's humanity. So we don't register stuff like people changing. Because now any action that they do that falls outside of the lost value system expectation of their actions, those things are immediately suspect and regarded as negative. Thank you, John Bell. Said, peace to you. You embrace the grace of power and knowledge. Keep on. Thank you. See, they don't want to hear it. They don't want to hear that. You change. Change how? See, when you in the lost value system, ain't no such thing as getting better. And there is no such thing as doing something for the good of it. Always there's an angle. Always there's an ulterior motive. You can't just be moving different because it's time to move different because the way I was moving before was foolishness and wrong. The way I was moving before was stupid. And when you get to that point, you wake up like waking up from a dream. And you look around and you'll be like, what in the world was I doing? Yeah, that was you. That was you, beloved. You were doing that. You were saying that. You were over there. You was hands and feet deep in the foolishness. You. You're the person that you were the villain in that story. That's what you were. You were the villain in that story. Not the victim. Not the victim. Wasn't nobody victimizing you. No such thing as altruism. No such thing as I see better. So now let me do better. Or I already knew better than that. So let me go back to me knowing better than that. Let me go back. Let me rewind. Because I actually know better than to do this. Everything is suspect. This is where the guilt in you come from. Oh, what's wrong with you? See, with black folk, we always be talking about, like we talk about not changing like that's a good thing. And that depends on what you mean by change. Because you can't really change the core of who you are. If you are a POS, you always pretty much gonna be that. If that's the core of who you are at your heart, that's what you gonna be. But if you not that way, then you actually can change your behavior, because not changing means that there's no evolution in you. There's no evolution in you now. If I meet somebody 5 years ago ago, and they the same exact person doing the same exact thing with the same exact worldview, with the same exact outlook, 5 years later, that person is stagnant. You might as well move on. Because if you don't want to be stagnant, you don't want to be around people that are stagnant. Thank you once again, Norrin. Oh, you think you better? Exactly, Go-Go. Oh, she thinks she better. I'm just trying to do better. Well, you remember, and then they start bringing up all the stuff you did. All the stuff you used to be involved in. Remember this? Remember that? Remember this? Yeah, I remember it. I remember it. Well, then you think you better than that? Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to be better than that. I'm trying to be better than that. And there's a guilt there. There's a guilt for both parties. Thank you once again, pound for pound. And what's funny about them saying you changed, they more than likely won't voice what that change is because it puts a spotlight on their inequity. Exactly. Exactly. See, the guilt is for both of you. You're to be guilty for even trying to do something else. But they feel guilty too. They feel guilty too. Because if you make it out and you make it out of the lost value system, that means I could make it out too, but I didn't. And furthermore, I don't want to. I don't want to come out of the lost value system. But I've made my excuses to say it's impossible to come out of the lost value system. I've already said that to myself. So you coming out of it actually proves me wrong. And now I can't stand it. These are your tests. These are the high costs of trying to figure out and heal, trying to recover. You lose people. Like I said, some of the people you expect to lose. It's the ones you don't expect to lose. Those are the ones that get you. Cause then what happens is they start actually telling you what they really think of you. Oh. These will be people that you probably living with. Like I said, sometimes this can be your spouse. Sometimes this can be your spouse. You start evolving and changing and they can't come with you. They won't. You try to sit down. You try to explain where all of this is even coming from. Where is this even coming from? Why am I changing? What sparked this? What started this? And you try to explain to people. You try to explain to the people that you care about and that you thought cared about you. Why am I doing this? And what you try to explain to them is that the changes I'm going through don't really have nothing to do with you. I'm not changing out of some thought to get you. I'm changing because it's got to be done. And a lot of people are going to accuse you of changing on them, switching up on them. You doing them wrong. Your change, your improvement does them wrong. That's where the guilt trip come in at. That's what people gonna hit you with. I need people to understand, the ones that are healing and starting on that process, don't matter where you are on that process, this is what people are going to say to you and about you. Like I said, sometimes it's the people closest. Them the people that hit you right here with it. Because you don't want to leave them behind. You lose people you don't want to lose. You lose people you wasn't looking to lose. These were the people that you thought would champion you, would champion your change, and they don't. Any change you do gotta be negative. It's gotta be something was with that. Yeah, something was with it, but why it's gotta be wrong though? Why it's gotta be negative though? I'm doing something else. Like I'm doing something else. We rocked. And they don't be understanding that kind of stuff. When you sit down, this ain't about you. This is about me. Automatically, it's something wrong with it. Case in point, I'll make an example. You know how when we be in this space, and we start talking to women about their position in a relationship, like traditionally, you know, you supposed to submit and you supposed to, you know what I'm saying, follow the leadership of your husband, things of that nature. Like you supposed to do that. And then what's the first thing that women will say? A lot of women, not everybody, but what's the first thing they'll start jumping to? What's the first thing they'll start jumping to? You start telling women, you supposed to be traditional and this is how you keep your marriage and this is how you keep, you know what I'm saying, all these sorts of things going on. Like, what's the first thing that they say? If you know, put it in the chat room. I ain't no slave. Yeah. What about the men? He don't make enough money. Color purple BS. Exactly. Exactly. And the reason they go to it is because they in the lost value system mindset. Everything is negative. I can't be right. I can't operate inside the 10 life values because the outcome and the circumstances under which I do this it's got to be negative, because I can't conceive of anything that I will do that can be positive or have a positive outcome. That's lost value system thinking, fear and negativity. I jump to the negative before I think of the positive. They'll reach for the thought of a dysfunctional relationship before they reach for the thought of a positive one, a healthy one. It don't even enter their mind that there's a such thing as a healthy, positive relationship. are the things that you have to look out for on your way to healing, on your way out of the lost value system. That's what they talking about. Everybody can't go. Everybody's not going to leave. Even the people you love, cannot leave. And that's what's going to hurt you. That's what's going to hurt you. Having to shed them people. Because they don't understand. And because they don't understand, they can't appreciate what's going on with you. So then they back up. The disconnect is created. This is why knowledge of self is important / the spiritual journey. This is why I'm saying truth and all of that actually is the way out of the lost value system. The spiritual value, which is why it is extremely important to do it, and is also highly discouraged within the lost value system. The mirror. Because the mirror represents the beginning of the spiritual journey. I have to look at me with a truthful, unbiased eye. What am I made of? What am I doing? Not everybody else. Me. The mirror represents accountability for the stuff you're doing. When that journey, that spiritual journey, is done with the desire to know and live by the truth, it breaks the illusion of the lost value system and everything that upholds that illusion. You break it. You pierce the veil. This is the only way out of the lost value system, but you're gonna pay. You're gonna pay. You're gonna pay a price for leaving it. You're not only going to lose people, you know what else you're gonna lose? Put a 2 in the chat if you want to know what else you lose. Want to know what else you're going to lose? Parts of you. You're going to lose parts of you. You're going to lose them. You're going to shed parts that you didn't think you could shed or part with. Those parts of you are going to become toxic to you. Like, no, I can't do that no more. I can't do that. Thank you, Miss Shanna. Said, raised by a hyena in the process of healing. Now I need to get to the root of my femininity. Sent you an email for coaching. Thank you. Thank you, Miss Shanna. I think I saw that email. I think I answered you. I think. You start shedding parts of you. It's scary. It's scary and it's intimidating. But I liken it, you know what I liken it to? I liken it to the life or the calling of the prophets. That's what I liken it to. Their job. See, we not prophets, but we have the job of them. They had to shed parts of them. They lost people. They were persecuted for it. They were ridiculed for it. People couldn't stand them. See, we revere Martin Luther King now. We revere Malcolm X now. They're gone. So now we can look at them with a favorable eye. But when they was living, when they was in the midst and the height of talking about these changes and coming out of this lost value system, everybody hated them. Most people hated them. Most people hated them. Couldn't stand them. They right now trying to tarnish the name and legacy of Malcolm X. Right now. And he gone. That man been gone since the 60s. But see, I just talked about all this loss that you're going to have. So what do you gain? So you're going through all of this, but what do you gain? The level of peace, the level of contentment, the level of spiritual clarity, vision, and discernment will be unmatched. I'll say it again. The level of peace, contentment, clarity of spiritual vision, and discernment will be unmatched. Scary at first, but it will be worth whatever you think you lost. Because the fact of the matter is, those people that couldn't celebrate it, that wouldn't even try to understand it, that tried to guilt you or shame you out of what you were doing, did you really lose them? What did you lose? What did you really lose? What did you really lose? Because see, once you start, here's the thing about the healing process. Once you start the healing process, the Most High start dropping people for you. He just remove them. No, you can't have that person. You can't have that person. I know you love them, but you cannot have that person. Okay, that gone. Gone. They're gone. But I love them. I know. Grieve them. Grieve the loss of them. But you can't have them. Because you won't change or not. Because it is a bioculturon event. Personally. When I first became Muslim, I lost so many people. So many people hated me. People I thought loved me, hated me. And I would come to them. Why don't you talk to me no more? Look at you. Yeah, okay, well what? Nobody like you. I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to be around you. I told you. When I first became Muslim, my own father stopped talking to me. That tore my heart out of my chest. My own father stopped talking to me when now he came around. He actually took Shahada in September of 2009. So he came all the way back around. But when I first became Muslim, my father stopped talking to me. That took my heart out of my chest. Because I love my father. And I thought if anybody wanted to see me change and get better, it'd be him. But that didn't stop me from being Muslim, though. I didn't stop. As much as that hurt me, I didn't stop. I didn't stop. I didn't turn back. I didn't cry off from it. Okay? Maybe that was the cost. My father. Thank you, Great Britain. Said, mashallah, he took Shahada. Yeah, he did. 2009, I gave my father Shahada in my dining room. Thank you once again, Norrin. See? So you lose people. You lose people. It's folks that I used to talk to. And when I couldn't have them same kind of conversations no more, they stopped talking to me. Stop calling and everything. I don't talk to you. Oh, okay. You ain't talking? Man, all right. Okay. To you be your way and to me be mine. That's what you got to say on your journey. To you be your way and to me be mine. You can always come back, Jafar. I was off mine. Go back and look at my old videos and you tell me if I was on my deen or off my deen. You can always come back, brother. Allah waits. Allah waits. It says in Hadith, more or less English interpretation, that Allah saying, when my slave walked towards me, I run towards him. When he reached for me a hand span, I reach for him an arm's length. Allah is always waiting. Allah is always waiting. As long as you breathing in and out, there's always time to come back. There's always time to come back to your salah. There's always time to come back to your dua. There's always time to come back to your fasting. There's always time to go back to the masjid. There's always time to make tawbah to Allah. There's always time to make shukr to Allah. There's always time. There's always time. There's always time. Long as you breathing, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is giving you another chance. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is giving you another moment. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is giving you another day. As long as there's time. As long as there's time. Don't let the time run out. We don't know when we go back to Allah. We don't know when we meet Allah again. We don't know. So let the time be now. If you ain't made your salah in a day, a month, a year, years. Exactly. Thank you, Great Britain. Lakum dinukum waliyadin. Yeah, to me be my way, to you be yours. Always a way to come back, brother. And any Muslim that's hearing this, always a way to come back. You ain't fasted your Ramadan. Ramadan is coming up. Ramadan is coming up. That's the month of forgiveness. That's the month of Allah's mercy. But don't wait till Ramadan. If you ain't made salat, it's Asr. I don't think Asr's in yet. Always time to beg Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Don't take me from this deen. Don't take me from this deen. Chano say, I notice your evolution when you stop cussing. Yes. Stop doing all that foolishness. Stop you acting stupid. You're not even representing what a Muslim sister's supposed to be representing at all. Not at all. Always time to come back. Y'all gonna make me preach. And I don't want to do that. Why I come? We all need a reminder. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala say, وَذَكِّرْ فَإِنَّ ذِكْرَ تَنْفَعُ الْمُؤْمِنِينَ. Verily, the reminder is good for the believers. May the Most High forgive us and guide us. Guide our tongues, guide our hands, guide our feet, guide our minds. And guide you towards some A game. Hey, y'all didn't think I could tie that in? Y'all didn't think I could tie that in? Y'all didn't think I could tie in A game, If y'all want to get on your A game, the time is now. You understand me? Especially with my Muslim brothers, since we was talking about it, Ramadan is coming up. A lot of y'all have labor jobs. You won't be able to eat food after, during fasting hours. So this will help you with your energy, your strength, your vitality to keep you going throughout the day. And you're not, you know what I mean? So if you want to be part of the A-Game family, all you got to do is hit the link at the top of the chat, agameherbal.com, and you can get a 10% discount using the code Kendra10 and get this box of awesomeness delivered to you ASAP. Okay? 5-star product and 5-star service. Okay? So I want to thank everybody for coming through. I want to thank everyone for their very generous contributions to the channel, your time, your energy. I think somebody needed to hear this today. And I think I needed to say it today. So there we go. And a warm thank you to my team, without which none of this is possible. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye-bye, Crimsonites. Hey guys, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. And if you've got more to say on the topic, leave a comment down below. Also, don't forget to support our sponsor, who so graciously supports this channel by clicking the description box and the link for A-Game at agameherbal.com. You can go ahead and get a 10% discount off of your next purchase using the code Kendra10. This has been yet another Crimson Cure production, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.